Hey, what's happening? My name is Billy from The Brand Show and a bunch of nerds. Welcome back to Unbox. Thanks for tuning in. If you're new here, do me a favor. Go right below this video, like literally just look down, look for that red button that says subscribe. Press the subscribe button for me, and don't forget to turn on that notification bell to be notified anytime new content from a bunch of nerds goes live. Today, speaking of new content, we are here to unbox the new SV Action Spider-Man Noir from the guys over at Sentinel. Thanks to our sponsors, I Sell Toys for Fun, where you can save 10% on your first purchase with code UNBOX10. See that right there? Unbox 10. That's pretty cool, right? At iselltoysforfun.com. Now, if you've already used this code and you're watching this video in 2029 or 2030 or something like that, if the internet still exists, you can also use code UNBOXED5 on your second purchase and beyond to continue saving money and save 5% on your entire order. Isn't that cool that the guys over at I Sell Toys for Fun thought that much of you to give you two codes, not just one, but two? Anyway, Spider-Man Noir, a favorite character of mine, created by my dear friend Fabrice Sapolsky. Absolutely incredible. Well, it was co-created by Fabrice. Let's be real. Now, this figure boasts a lot of stuff that's really cool about it. First and foremost, having multiple head sculpts that allow you to have a hatless and hatted look, as well as this really interesting how would I say this, articulated coat. Now, I'm kind of on the fence about the coat. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I would have preferred a soft goods coat, and I'll probably say that 1,000 times throughout this video, but let's speed it up, take a look, and I'll see you on the other side. Let's go. Created by the dynamic duo of Fabrice Sapolsky and David Hine, Spider-Man Noir is the Spider-Man of Earth 90214, better known as Earth Noir. Spider-Man Noir makes his first appearance during the winter of 1932 after photojournalist Ben Ulrich meets Peter Parker during a public meeting held at Central Park by May Parker. The two end up becoming friends and eventually working together. Now, during this same winter, Parker ventures to a warehouse of stolen antiquities. One artifact in general, the Spider Idol, is broken and releases a horde of spiders. Totally gross. One bites Peter, causing him to pass out and dream of a spider god who claims it will give Peter power. Once Peter awakens in a black cocoon and frees himself, he then discovers that he has now spider-like powers. I left a few things out purposely, ladies and gentlemen, but please do me a favor and go and read this incredible arc. It is the best of the multiverse series that Marvel has done in the last 20 years. But enough about this. Let's get back into this figure and see all about this amazing design from Sentinel. Hey, back to you, me. You really needed to get a close-up on this. It's so good. Listen, I have never owned a Sentinel figure, okay? I have never. But the FOMO I have right now for the GameStop exclusive Miles Morales Into the Spider-Verse figure is uncanny. Absolutely uncanny. This might be one of the coolest figures I have ever held in my hand. And listen, I'm not one of those guys who says this a lot, because I sold my Revoltech Moon Knight when all of you donuts went out there decided that you were going to say it's one of the best figures of the year. Spoiler alert, it sucks. But this figure doesn't. So, let's flip the camera and talk more about this one right now. See you on the other side. All right, here he is out of the box, and, well, he is ready to rumble. This is Spider-Man Noir, and, man, he is really cool, as you can see, standing on this Sentinel stand. Let's take him off and just show you some of the cool stuff that this figure can do, starting with that articulated coat. I'm not going to lie, it's cool, but I'm not a fan of it because it's kind of cumbersome and it's a little bit heavy. That's okay, though, because you can pose them, you can get them around. It's a small caveat if you ask me. I'm going to have to show you guys in a different angle how he stands, but just to give you an idea here, if you have him like this, you're going to have him on a stand. Articulating the coat is a little difficult in the sense that it's heavy. I would have opted for a soft goods coat personally, but that's me. I do really like the sculpt on this figure too. Very much looks just like the movie. Unlike the Marvel Legends version, which you can see here, they actually put the buttons on. And the figure actually looks right. It's not just a basic, boring figure that looks like he forgot to get painted and was just kind of there. He has interchangeable hands. He has different stuff. Let's just, you know what? Yeet. That figure's fired. All right, first things first, we need to talk about this fantastic head sculpt, which I just totally dropped. This head sculpt is fantastic. I said that twice now. Anyway, but this is just the hatless version of the Spider-Man Noir head sculpt. So it's the same thing. You still get that great raised shiny webbing. You still get the cell shaded look in the goggles. But unlike the one that comes on the figure out of the box, let's just pull it out. As you know, this one just has a hat. And well, there you go. All you got to do is pop the hat onto this one. So two different looks for Spider-Man Noir. They both fit fantastic. Let's just make sure of that, as I did off camera and everything was fine. There we go. And as you can see, there's your hatless look. So it's not a bad look for him, either way. All right, up next, we have a couple different options for webbing, which are cool. Now, in past videos, I've showed you webs from my friend Bendy Webs on Instagram. I'm probably going to use his, but I really do love these, what you would call, I guess, a thwip hand. This is where the pressure sensor is in the middle of the hand, and Spider-Man is pushing down, and his web decides to go wee and save his life, so that way he doesn't fall. I really like this, how it comes out kind of looking with the web ball. Gives you the idea of a freshly shot web. That is really cool, and I wish more figures came with this. Sentinel is the first company I've seen do this, so very surprised that this is the first time. That's okay, though. You also get these great web strands, kind of clearish. I mean, I guess you could say they're right, but what's really nice about it is you get these hands that they can actually be held in, too. So you get two hands like that, and I'm going to leave these off because we are talking about them now. We don't have to talk about them again. Can't talk today, don't mind me. I haven't had enough coffee, I guess. But as you can see there, they just go right in the hands, and they give you kind of a different look, which is really cool. As per usual, standard with a higher end figure like this, you get tons of different hands, 15 in total additional, including a match holding hand, which I really like. I'm going to show you the match right now, so that way we don't have to bring it up in another segment, a little segment just for this tiny thing. Come on now. But let's put this in the hand and I'll show you. So as you can see, you've got the match holding hand there where Spider-Man Noir can hold the match. That's just a really cool touch right there. I really like that, especially with the black and white flame. And you also have your gun or pew-pew holding hands, as we like to call them here. You get an extra gun, but as you can see, I've already got that hand on the figure itself, the Headless Horseman right now, as we just talked about those. But, you know, you have one hand, gun holding hand, so that way when it's holstered, you know, you can put your hand on there, make it look like he's reaching for his gun to draw, which is cool. I think my favorite of all these hands would be these kind of bent hands, I guess you would say. These are very reminiscent of 90s Spider-Man for me, the wall-crawling hands. I'm a huge fan of this. So this is something that I think more Spider-Man figures need. I really do. But 15 hands in total, a couple extra accessories, and don't forget, you get a stand. Congratulations on your stand. All right, my friends, that's a wrap on Spider-Man Noir, so I guess you're probably wondering how I feel about this figure. Truthfully, I'm a huge fan of it. I think this is one of the best figures of the year so far. Small caveat is the jacket. It's not molded to him. It sits kind of heavy. So when he's not on a stand, you're going to deal with potential issues posing him. Other than that, I think the articulation's fantastic. The accessories that come with this figure are spot on. It is a great representation of the movie version of Spider-Man Noir. Now, does that fully encompass the original Spider-Man Noir comic book? No, and that's fine. Some people are going to disagree with me, and that's okay too. But I personally liked Nicolas Cage as Spider-Man Noir in the movies, and I'm glad to have a representation of this figure that really fits my recent obsession with expensive figures. I'm a fan, plain and simple. It's about as easy as it gets. So with that being said, if you like this video, I want to see you below in the comments, and I want you to tell me your favorite Sentinel SV action figure, okay? Is it Spider-Man Noir? Is it Ben Reilly? Is it somebody? I don't know much about this Sentinel company, except for I have 2 figures coming from them, and this is one of them. Now, if you didn't like this video, do me a favor also and hit that dislike button, and then meet me in the comments and tell me why you don't like it, or tell me why you didn't like this video, or anything. Listen, the simple fact is you're interacting with the video, and I appreciate you for that alone. Now, Before we leave, a special thanks to our sponsors, I Sell Toys for Fun. Don't forget, once again, use code UNBOX10 on your first purchase to save 10% at I Sell Toys for Fun. And then code UNBOXED5 to save 5% on every purchase thereafter. And trust me, the guys from I Sell Toys for Fun import a lot of cool stuff, and you're going to get it before most people are going to get it, so give them a look. But in the meantime, my name is Billy from The Brand Show and a bunch of nerds. Thank you for tuning in. Keep calm, collect on, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.